Hi, how you doing? My name is Greg, and I'm going to take a look at your website here to show you why you're not getting any traffic, and therefore no business coming through your website. My name is Greg, and I have been working with painters throughout the Bay Area. I run a marketing company, and the work that I do makes it very possible for websites like this to find a lot of traffic and turn that into a lot of customers for you. So currently, your website in the way that it's currently set up gets zero traffic per month. Okay, one of your competitors gets at least 100, and if you think about what 100 inquiries to your site could look like, maybe you convert 20 of them, 10 or even 5 of them. That's a lot more business that flows in the door through your website whilst you're out there doing the work. Okay, your website works for you. So I'm going to take a look at your website. I'm going to give you some suggestions about how you can beat your competition to the top of Google search. Let me show you here. So I did a Google search for painters, house painters, Fresno, California. Now, I don't see you here. Well, you're not here because you're not getting any traffic. I'm going to compare you to these guys down here, Dixon. Okay, even though they're in the 9th spot, they're getting a lot of traffic. Okay. As overview, getting to the top of Google requires you to be trusted by Google, and requires them to think that you're relevant to show to someone who's searching for painting in Fresno. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about content, the words and the images on your website. I'm going to talk to you about something called backlinks. Okay, this is a way of driving trust to your site. And lastly, citations. This is just mentions of your business in a directory, which allows you to win one of these top spots in the map pack. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at content. So your website needs at least 1,500 words on the homepage, and at least 500 words for every services page at the back end. And you do need an individual services page for each one of these: interior, exterior, and texture. Okay, so at this point in time, your website doesn't have enough words for Google even to know what you're all about, and therefore they don't know how to index you and show you to customers looking for painting, because you're not really, with the words that you've used, talking about painting enough for them to pick you up. Okay, so that's on the quantity side of things. On the quality side of things, when you write your content, and now you're going to need about 4,000 words throughout your website. When you write those words, you do it in a special way to make sure that you get as many of these phrases, so these are keywords or keyword phrases, into your content as you write it. Okay, this is just one example, and there are hundreds of examples of keywords for painters in Fresno. It could be interior painter Fresno, California, or interior painter Fresno, or Fresno interior painter, etc. And we choose the best words to write into your content, so that when someone is searching for this, and this exists in your content, Google knows that your site is relevant. Okay, to rank up. Now, currently, there are 0 of these types of keywords on your site today. One of your competitors, so here's Dixon, 100 inquiries to their website a month. They have almost 50 keywords. Okay, so this is the kind of thing we want to see. And they're doing a pretty good job here. Dixon painting, well, they're talking about Dixon here, so let's talk about Fresno. Maybe Dixon's a place that you want to target too. But actually, Dixon is their brand name. So Painters in Fresno, California. Painters Fresno, California. All right, these are the kind of words that we need to write throughout your website in order to get it ranked in Google. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is what we call backlinks. So the internet is a web, and you need to be connected to that web. You need as many other companies, other websites linking back to your website as possible. If Google trusts those websites, then that trust flows to you too. So you currently have 3 backlinks. This is a good one, Yellow Pages. This score here is out of 100. You want to find as many of these possible backlink opportunities that are relevant to painting and maybe home remodel or home redecorating with the highest score. And we reach out to those sites and we ask them to link back to you. Okay. Dixon here has 30. But even then, so this number here, 0.2 as out of 100, they have a 0.2 trust score out of 100. We can easily beat that, okay, by just going out there and getting some very high trusted backlinks to your site. The last thing I want to talk to you about, which will really change things for you, is what we call citations. Citations are the number of times your business name, address, and phone number are mentioned on a directory, Yellow Pages, Yelp, etc. The more times it's mentioned, this gives you power to rank into this top spot on the maps area. Your customers are in Fresno, and so therefore it really helps when you're listed on a Fresno map in this section here. The other reason is because more than half the people are searching using their mobile phones. And if they find these listings on a mobile phone, there's going to be another button here that just says call. So instead of having to scroll down here, find your site, click on contact us, they can actually call you directly from this listing, which means your phones start ringing, which means those customers start finding you and trusting you. All right. So there you go. Those are some suggestions I'm going to give you. I assume that because you have a website, you want customers to find you. So these are things that you can do to get yourself ranked in Google and found. This is the work that I do. If you've ever considered sort of switching up your website and getting it ranked, if you want to get more business in the door or be able to choose the jobs that you do, maybe you prefer commercial, or maybe you prefer residential, maybe you prefer interior versus exterior. You start to be able to choose those jobs that suit you better, that maybe have a higher margin associated. So I can help. If you want my help, feel free to reach out. Or if you just have questions, more than happy to answer your questions too. So thanks for watching my video. I appreciate it, and I hope to speak to you soon.